Hey fourth graders, it's Mrs. Hoosier, and today we're going to be talking about code switching. Now, you might not have heard the term code switching before, but believe it or not, it's something that you do every day. What do I mean by code switching? So when I say code, what I actually mean is language, and switching, of course, means going back and forth. So when we code switch, we are going back and forth between languages. Now, you might say to yourself, I don't speak more than one language. Well, believe it or not, you do. Many people actually speak 3 different types of languages without even knowing it. People change their style of speaking when they're speaking with different people and in different environments. So think about that. Do you speak to your friends one way and then your family a different way, and then maybe other adults or people that you don't know another way? Sure. So the way that we speak depends on who we are, who's our audience, and what's the situation. So the 3 different types of languages include our home language. So that's the language that we learn and use at home. And it may be a combination of English and mother tongue. When I say mother tongue, I mean what's the language that your family speaks. Maybe your family speaks Spanish. That might be your mother tongue. So your home language might be Spanish, might be English, or it might be a combination. Then there, of course, is street language. That's the language that we speak with peers and classmates, friends, and it may be a combination of slang, something you hear in pop culture, or it might be generation-specific language. So if your grandmother asked you about your birthday party and you said, oh, it's going to be lit, she might think, sure, there's going to be birthday candles. Okay, she might not know what you mean by that. And then there, of course, is our academic English. That's what you learn in school and from reading. And this is what you're going to use when you're writing at school. Why do we code switch? Well, we code switch so that we can communicate effectively. People understand us and we understand others. And it also helps us appreciate the differences in language rather than judge them. Okay, so the way that we communicate is okay depending on the situation that we're in. And then, of course, you're going to want to use academic English successfully in school. How would you code switch in these situations? How would you talk to Miss Wheeler about what you learned in school today? How would you speak to her? How would you talk to a family member about what you did over your winter break? Would you talk to your friends about your favorite video game? And then how would you talk to an adult you just met? Okay, these are all different situations, different speakers, different audiences. Okay, how would you communicate effectively? Next, we're going to take a look at a OneNote page to see if we can figure out the difference between these types of languages. See you then.